Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? Samuel Slam here. Welcome back to a brand new Slammed movie review. And this movie, right now, and what is it? I forgot what today was. It the 10th? No, it's the 11th. Today is the 11th. And I was not going to do this movie review. I really was not intrigued of doing this movie until someone gave me a comment on my YouTube. Doesn't want to be named, but requested this movie, and I think he's requested this. But I think this same fella has, maybe someone else. Maybe I'm wrong or not, but I think he wanted me to watch this movie before or something. Or I may be wrong, but he wanted me to check out Missing in Action 2: The Beginning and Missing in Action Part 3, or Braddock, Missing in Action 3, with Chuck Norris, and I said, you know what? I mean, it's midnight right now, and my son's asleep, and he's gonna wake me up early in the fucking morning. But I'm like, you know what? Might as well. I do watch. I have a jailbroken. Amazon stick, and I found it. I was gonna watch it, and then it playback failed. I'm like, well, shit, won't be able to find it because I told him I would for sure watch it. Well, I go on YouTube.com, and YouTube has both films, Mission Action in 2 and 3. And the thing is, though, I kind of feel bad for this guy who really wants an honest, true death review, because I've watched Missing Action, the original, the first one, back in I did the review, my simple reviews. I will get that link and put. I always say I am, but I never do. But I will for sure put that link from my simple reviews my simple reviews playlist on my YouTube, and put it on the description, so if you want to check that out. And it's been since I did that in September 2015, and it's 2020 now. It's been so long, and I said, fuck it, I'll watch it. And the thing is, though, I did watch this. This is a prequel. It's 1985. It is a prequel from the first one, and I did watch a little bit, but I didn't really care for it, because here it is. I'm not really a guy who is in prisoner of war scenarios. I'm not really a fan of prisoner of war movies, just like Rambo 2, which I would like to watch in the future as well, because it was another prisoner of war kind of scenario, trying to break through or whatever, and I gave up on that film. But since I watched this, because this was actually, they actually said that, after Rambo 2, a bunch of prisoner of war films were into, like this one right here. And I don't remember how the first one is. I just remember he broke free, and then he came back. He got Chuck Norris got out of the situation, and he came back to go after this other dictator. But yeah. But I will not watch it back. I mean, I haven't watched my review. I'm just going to watch it now. I just don't really care. But I enjoyed the first one. This one, though, it's, before I spoil it and everything, I'll get my take on it and shit. It's boring. Not interesting. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really care for my own people, American people. It's a fiction. I mean, well, it happened in Viet Cong and Vietnam days. This is after the Vietnam War, so there were still prisoners of war still, with people with the Geneva Convention or whatever. I don't know everything. Sorry, buddy, that wanted me to review this. But honestly, it's kind of boring. And the only thing great about this film is the very last, 30 minutes. But it just wasn't, I don't know. It's also been a minute since I watched a action movie and reviewed it on here. I'm mostly into the horror movies, and I'm mostly into horror films, but I can watch anything. I don't care. I just like when someone said, hey, can you watch this film? And I said, fine, that's cool. That's awesome. Someone wants to review the film. I don't really understand, oh, don't mention my name, but I mean, if you don't want me to mention your name, that's fine, that's cool, but I don't really understand what the fuck. I don't really, what is that? Like, ooh, I don't want you to mention my name, but I'm not going to mention your name. His name is John Doe. we're gonna call him John Doe. So John Doe wanted me to do this video, and the plot is 10 years before he freed the USPWs from a brutal general, Colonel James Braddock was held in a North Vietnamese PW camp run by sadistic Colonel Gin, who is the legendary Soon Tek-O. He's been in some movies, but the only movie I can remember is Beverly Hills Ninja, as Chris Farley's sensei. But this Colonel Yin forces the prisoners of war to grow opium for this French drug runner named Francois, who's played by Pierre Asset. And he tries to get Braddock to admit and sign a long list of war crimes. But Braddock won't do it. So it's just basically torture. He basically tortures, and then people American POWs run away, and they try, and they fail. One gets killed with a flamethrower. And then what's the other? I don't know. It's just, it's not really that. I don't know. I don't know. Just before I even spoil it and shit, is this rewatchable? No, this is not rewatchable for me. I'm sorry. The only thing memorable is the last 30 minutes, and I'm not. This was only 95 minutes. But at the same time, this is also directed by Lance Hool. At the same fucking time, I don't really care. I don't recommend this film. Sorry. I only recommend it for the 80s nostalgia. And if you're a Chuck Norris fan, and speaking about Chuck Norris, my father does not like Chuck Norris at all. I think he's one of the most terrible actors. He can't act for shit. But I like Chuck Norris. I loved Invasion USA. I like Code of Silence. I'm a big Walker, Texas Ranger fan. My grandfather, God rest his soul, Ron Howard, got me into As the Eyes of the Ranger. But I didn't really care. I didn't like seeing, I just didn't really care. It's pretty cool to see Professor Toru Tatanka as Leo. He's also a wrestler. He's on here too, but not rewatchable. And in my case, I don't care or don't recommend the film. I only recommend it for the nostalgia and for the Chuck Norris. But for me, I don't really care. But you have, when it first starts, I like when it first starts. I like how when they start this, they're going to go over to Vietnam and try to get some of these prisoner wars, but they get shot down. And when they fall in the water, and it has this missing in action, and it has their names and stuff. Like you have Captain David Nestor, you have Lieutenant Anthony Mazzali, you have Corporal Lawrence Apala, or Opeka, I don't know what that is, and Master Sergeant Ernest Franklin. And I just like how it started, like missing in action. It's like Married with Children, like just stamp, but it's a stamp with it, like missing in action. It has James Braddock missing in action, and they've been kept for like what? How many years? Like 7, 10 years? Let's see here. He got kept there for like, I don't know how many years, like 7, 10 years, whatever, supposedly. And there's also, you have Captain David Nestor, who Stephen Williams plays as. He's like the Benedict Arnold of this group, because he is like a snitch, and he's basically just placating with the Viet Cong, the Vietnamese, the Colonel Yin. And then you found later in the film, he gets through it. For the last 30, like the last minutes of the last 10 minutes of the film, he goes after. He plays coats him, and then he shoots some of them. He shoots Toru Tatanka, but he gets killed in his efforts. He's a martyr. So he was he's just basically playing the game. But then again, he had a fight scene with Braddock, Norris's character, and he's just kind of bloody and shit. Hell, I thought he was gonna kill him with his shackles. But it's just, I just didn't really care. It's like, it was a cool action, but it's just the very last 30 minutes, or the last like 30 minutes is when it gets good, because Braddock escapes and he gets all the weapons and stuff. You got some random shit here. You got that Francois. He's not even on here. Like, it's just basically this random guy in a helicopter, and he brings some Bangkok horrors. There's like a scene where they, oh, you want some fun? They get this. I think he's on here, Colonel or Do Chow. Like, there's a scene where they just take his pants off and shit, and like they're just laughing, oh ha ha, small dick. Like, what the fuck was that all about? But the very last 30 minutes of this film is action packed. It's Chuck Norris whooping ass, flamethrowing, and all that shit. And then the very last scenes, the climax scenes, where he fights off a Colonel Yin. Well, yeah, before that, I know I've been going on and down this, but John Wesley is Zitter buddy, Master Sergeant Ernest Franklin he plays, and he gets malaria, and then Braddock feels bad for him, and then Yin says, well, you know, I'll save you all, you know, send this paper. So he does it, but he gives him opium, and he's weak, and then he just burns him alive while he's not dead. And the motherfucker don't care. And that's where Braddock just gets fucked up. It's like he says, he just can't take any fucking more, and he goes apeshit. But it still didn't save this film. This film, I'm sorry. I'm not into the prisoner of war shit. Not my kind of partake. I mean, it's not my kind of movie. To each their own. You know, if you like this film, good. I'm not gonna bullshit on you, because everybody has their own opinion about a certain film. But the thing is, though, since I've watched this film, I will check out Braddock 3, Missing Action 3. And actually, you know, I think I'm in this. I think I'm in this case now with horror films and some Chuck Norris films. I did some films of him before. And I think, like I said, Invasion USA, I love that fucking film. That was badass. I think I haven't did Little Wolf McQuaid yet. I don't think I've had. I've watched it before, but I never reviewed it. But the thing is, I will be checking out Missing Action 3. I don't know when, though, because I still got so many movies that I still want to watch still. You know, like I got The Shining still I want to watch. I got the Dr. Sleep. I mean, many more horror films, because I just like watching slasher films. I've been watching mostly horror films just to watch for the love and joy and getting my thoughts about it. But this film gets a thumbs down because it just wasn't enough. I got bored. Even the ending's like cool, but it's like it didn't save it enough. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Thank you again, John Doe, for requesting this film. I will be having, like I said, Missing Action Part 3. I don't know when it will happen. Eventually. I'm sorry for the review kind of sucking, because it's midnight and I need to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed after this. But I hope you guys enjoyed my talking about this film. Was there anything memorable? Yeah, the only thing memorable was the last 30 minutes of this film. And if you're just the very first, it just was slow, and seeing people, your own people getting tortured and shit. I didn't really care about it. But I'm STS. Thank you again to watch this Slammy review, and we'll see you next time. Peace.